Around about the mid-trap area here. There's a lot of tension where Adam's head has been fixed in this kind of position. So there's a tension here. So as I loosen that off, he's going to feel a lot more freer here in the top end, but that will then transition down here to the legs and hips. Hello all, me you know, I don't need any introduction by now of course. So now I'm going to introduce, however, Adam. I'm going to call all my clients my guests from now on, because these guys come into our space and not only are they awesome enough to let us in on something that's so personal and painful, but they also have incredible stories, and to be able to share that with you guys and everything, I think they deserve the title guest. So, my guest, Adam. Thank you for being here, Adam.
I'm a very new personal trainer and coach. I've been working with people for years. I wanted to expand from professional services into, kind of a physical, spiritual, mental side of things, learning a lot there. But what brought me here was your practice. It's working with one of my friends who, broke his spine in multiple places, had real problems with alignment and pain, and hearing about the work that you did with him. Mike, right?
Yes, Mike, yeah. How many sessions have we had? Is it about 10?
It's approaching 10, yeah.
It's about 10. Now, you guys will see from Adam's before and after pictures the progress that he's made.
Obviously, a large part of the practice is kind of, it's releasing trauma essentially, working through different aspects of your body and how you're using them. And what Ray does really well is he explains the process that you're going through physically and how that links to your psychology as well. So I've been putting down things that aren't useful to me and picking up the things that are, and I'm interested for that process to continue, whether it be the people I'm choosing to spend time with or how I interact with the people in my sphere. And yeah, just learning about myself through my body is a new experience for me, to be honest. So less pain, it's always handy, and a hell of a lot more movement, yeah.
So there's tilt to the side here, cool. Right, we've got a lot of transitioning to do from here, yeah, and here, there, that's it, and this has got to come out from the obliques, here, it's got to go back in, and then this has got to go up through there. You feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. As that goes there, this has still got to come out further. There's loads of tension in the glutes here, because it's been, it's holding you back, that kind of tension, so we need to change that. If I can just have the arms here as well a second, please. Okay, we've got that, there, but you go there, and we can feel that there. In the mid-traps, yeah? So upper, lower, mid, around about the mid-trap area here. There's a lot of tension where Adam's head has been fixed in this kind of position. So there's a tension here. So as I loosen that off, he's going to feel a lot more freer here in the top end, but that will then transition down here to the legs and hips. So this will eventually get to the hip flexors where we can give him more flexibility. We've got to get in here. His rib cage needs lifting to that level here, and then as I take the tension out of the lower back, which is there, and there, that's going to go further down to help ground him through his feet, because his feet are also, the weight is going a little bit too much onto the outside of the right heel. So I'm going to change that a little bit as well, but also tightness here in the lower back, and this will then get rid of more rigidity and create a lot more freedom in the upper body. Alrighty, what I love about Adam's journey also is that you've used it to help you through quite a difficult patch as well recently, haven't you?
Yeah, we've had bereavements, we've had problems with substance as well, and just really like coming back to grounding, coming back to being in my body, or being more respectful to myself.
Yeah.
Definitely really useful for that, yeah. We lost a very close friend who was an extreme sports athlete, you know, interested in music and all my other hobbies. And because of that, I've decided to be sober for a long period of time. And in conjunction with this, in conjunction with writing, and obviously the work that I do, just see a really great path before me. But
that's excellent. That's amazing. I love hearing success stories, and Adam's story is amazing thus far. So for me, the real excitement is going to be further on down the line as I hurt him some more, all for the greater good, right? All for the greater good. Get it out of the wrong position, so. Everything I said I was going to do with Adam, we've been doing it, right, Adam?
yeah, that's right.
That's right. So we've done some of the tension down the lower section, but the real area for transformation is this section here. Now, to the untrained eye, or even to people who do any kind of massage or bodywork training, you might pick up some tension. But the real question is what you do with it in relation to the entire pattern of the individual. Here, you'll notice what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to move Adam's head and help to change in which the way his head, neck and throat are all sitting as well. It'll be a little bit weird for him, but as we lift it here, just moving the throat around there, and that's it. And as I position it just there, and then I'm going to move the headrest to kind of realign with it, so everything feels different here. Now, if you look at Adam's picture, now you're probably wondering, well, why did I do that? You know, all these other children and peoples I've been to, they've never done that on me, you know? Well, if you look at Adam's picture, especially the first one, you'll notice that he's got FHP, forward head posture. So if he's got forward head posture, just bringing it back isn't actually going to change that. Okay, you think it would, right? But no, it doesn't. So the tissues have now been infected, his traps have been pulled forward unnecessarily. The weight of his head coming forward is actually pressing on his chest here, and there's also some involvement with the deltoids there too. So I've had to basically change all the furniture and fittings around here so that everybody is happy with where everybody sat. Right, Adam?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And that's what Adam's feeling at the moment, is that where I've been working here on the back, and the top of the back here, and the traps, his arms and shoulders should feel at a different place, and his head as well, the way it's positioned. The interesting part will be when he stands up, and how he feels then. Because we've already been to La La Land, okay, and we've still got another 15 minutes to go in La La Land. So I've still got to do more work here to change that. So it'll be interesting to see how he responds at the end. But for now, you're surviving, right, Adam?
Just about.
Just about, right. We're going to get into the upper traps here. So join us when Adam's back on his back in just a little while.
So for myself, hip problems, lower back and mid back problems from deadlifting too heavy, shoulder issues from free climbing, knee issues, and the tendons running down the inside of my legs. Just imbalances that I was trying to correct through a lot of strength training, hypertrophy training, yoga, and like myofascial release with foam rollers and things like that. Just not seeing the full picture and making it in some cases worse. So yeah. A lot of compounding issues that are built into a bit of a head of steam that I needed to get rid of. Physically, I would say I'm much more aware of what my body's doing. I'm moving more efficiently. I feel more graceful. I feel more confident as well. The shape of my torso is different. I breathe easier. I have a deeper voice. I eat differently as well. My cravings for food are slightly different. So that's something I'm interested by. Yeah, it's a fascinating process, and I don't know how it's going to go.
Adam, you can tell everyone how much I'm hurting you right now. Just at the moment.
Right now it's about a 7, but we go to 9.5 every now and again.
He's being kind. We usually go to about 15 out of 10. And I'm saying that just to kind of welcome them, and to encourage all you lovely people who are thinking of spending a little bit of time in my company, and that of my fingers.
Who's to say this?
And yes, you can see the progress that he's made from the 10 sessions so far. So it'll be really interesting to see where you are 10 sessions later. But how do you feel it's going to impact on you as a personal trainer when you're training and looking at other people and looking at things like form and the way that they manage their own body, their own posture, their own muscles, their own movement? How do you think has it changed the way that you perceive that?
Absolutely, yeah. The nuts and bolts, kind of looking at the body as a lot of moving parts that are separate and discrete is very limiting. I think the continuous flow of energy around the body, alignment, structure, the way that people put weight on their feet and how that impacts the whole kinetic chain, the interaction between organs and muscles and bones, fascinating stuff in connective tissue.
Yes.
There's definitely a hell of a lot more for me to learn before I can sort of call myself any kind of a coach or a master, so I'm just going to keep learning.
Yeah, that's very honest, humbling words there from somebody who's on their journey, and they're helping. Adam here is helping other people, but you know what I'm picking up is that he's so willing to learn, and without that openness to want to learn, because you know, as we all know, you know, we do something for quite a while, even if you're new, and that wind kind of takes you where you go, yeah, I know this now, and now I'm going to make you, I'm going to pump you up, and I'm going to make you look like this, and I'm going to do. But when you become a student of this kind of work, it's quite humbling, because you take a back step and go, okay, there are things here that I didn't see, and if I didn't see them, what did I miss? And if I missed that, then how could I change that? Because I now see it differently. So it really makes you pause in a really good way, so you can then go forward, and that pause then allows for better progress later on, doesn't it? As opposed to going in all guns blazing and going, right, we're going to build muscles and we're not going to care how we do it, and drink this and lift that and grunt like this and move like that and twist like this and look hard like that, and now you look like a complete and utter tense mess. So we're very, very, very far removed from that, aren't we? And this is the whole package of think, feel, act, and it allows you to think in the present, feel in the present, and act on the present, because your body psychology isn't saying you're elsewhere. So by doing that, I can see in his pictures that he's much happier. Whatever has happened to Adam, and trust me, it's a lot. We haven't gone into it a great deal, okay, but it's a lot. I know what he's gone through. But he's still bouncing back with a spirit that I think is quite commendable, considering, you know. And that's what I love about this work, is it gives you a type of power just by not just working on the tissues. You've got to know what to do with them so as to help the internal, because outer influences inner and inner then influences outer, right? So because we're working with the two dynamics together, the two then create this yin and yang, where the person's got this lovely charge about them that they feel, they know, and they understand, so the power lies with them. It doesn't lie with me. You know, I could be a chiropractor, a physio, going, okay, go stretch this, stretch you now everything is good in your life, good. And it's none of that. It's me handing over the power through his tissues to him, to Adam, so that he gets the feel of it. And because he's got the feel of it, he'll own it forever. And that's another thing that I love about this job. So, yeah.